What's up, guys? I'm going to do another PS4 Neo video, and in this video we're going to be talking about some of these new specs that have come out about it, and also about the potential release date for the PS4 Neo. So first up is these official Sony documents of the PlayStation 4 Neo's specs. So the CPU uses the same Jaguar cores as a PS4, but they're now at a higher frequency. So the PS4 Neo has 8 cores at 2.1 gigahertz, which means it's 1.3 times faster than the original's 1.6 gigahertz. It also has a better GPU. So the original PS4 had 18 clock units at 100 megahertz, and the PS4 Neo has double that. It has 36 compute units at 911 megahertz, which means it has a 230% advantage over the original PS4. But it also uses the same 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, but it also has higher bandwidth, so it is now at 218 gigabits per second compared to the original PS4's at 176, so it's 1.2 times faster. Is that way. Still has the same hard drive. The most important thing here is the GPU, because this is what allows games to be run at a higher frame rate, at higher resolutions, and just makes games run faster and better. So it clearly says that the PS4 Neo will have 2.3 times the power of the PlayStation 4, and it will come in at around 4 teraflops, which was rumored and leaked before. So this is confirmed that it will have 4 teraflops. But the most important thing here is that the Xbox One Scorpio will have 6 teraflops. So it'll have an extra 2 teraflops over the PlayStation 4 Neo. So the PlayStation 4 Neo and Xbox One Scorpio were supposed to be like the new generation of Xbox and PlayStations that were supposed to go head to head, but it looks like now the Xbox One Scorpio will be taking the lead. So this is also super interesting when it comes to 4K gaming, because Microsoft asked a lot of developers and researched this a lot of how much power an Xbox One or a computer would need to run games at 4K, and the answer they got was about 6 teraflops of power. And if the PS4 Neo can only do 4 teraflops, then that means it probably won't be able to do 4K games. It might be able to do 4K games if they're super simple games, or maybe like 4K games at 30 frames per second. But this means that instead of the PlayStation 4 being more powerful, the Xbox One Scorpio will be. And I think this is something that most people kind of expected, was that the Xbox One Scorpio was going to beat out the Neo. I don't think many people were like, oh yeah, Neo is going to be better than the Scorpio. But also, the good news here is that since the Scorpio will have 6 teraflops and the PlayStation 4 will have 4, this almost pretty much guarantees that the PlayStation 4 Neo is going to be cheaper than whatever the Xbox One Scorpio is. So the Xbox One Scorpio might be like $800 or something, and the PlayStation 4 Neo might be like $500 or something. So you won't be probably paying this ridiculous price for what is essentially a PC with a lot of the capability and customization stripped out. But still, this will allow us to run games at higher frame rates and at higher resolutions, and is also, a better CPU and better memory. So it will obviously also help out VR games as well, which I think is what Sony is actively targeting here, is not for 4K games, but is for a very solid VR experience. There was a rumor of the PS4 Neo coming out on October 13th, and this came from Amazon Spain, and it listed the new PlayStation 4 Neo to be released on October 13th, the same day as the PlayStation VR. It was priced at 400 euros, which comes in to be about around $450 US. But the biggest flaw in this is that it is being released supposedly on the same day as the PlayStation VR. So just the PlayStation VR headset is $400, and that is for people who already have the PlayStation Move and the PlayStation Camera and all of that. But most people don't have that, so they're going to need to get those things separately. They do have a $500 bundle that includes those, and I don't see many people buying both of them, especially if they come out on the same day. Who's going to fork over $950 for a PSVR and a PS4 Neo? Most people are either going to get one or the other, or even neither. A lot of people have saved up a lot of money just to get a console thus far, and they're not about to drop another $400 to buy a brand new one. And the other point that disproves this rumor is that the PlayStation 4 Neo has not been revealed whatsoever. It has been announced that it's real, but it has not been shown off or advertised or anything like that. Microsoft announced and gave out a bunch of specs of the Xbox One Scorpio and even gave a release date of holiday 2017. But all Sony has done is said that, yeah, the PS4 Neo is real and we're targeting 4K, and that's pretty much it. So if it was going to come out sometime this year, they most likely would have revealed it at E3 or sometime afterwards at their own event. But there is only a few gaming events left in the year, like there's Gamescom and Paris Games Week and PlayStation Experience. All those are either super close to October 13th or even after October 13th. And I highly doubt that Sony would reveal the PlayStation 4 Neo at Gamescom, but also because Gamescom is in August and it's so close to the October release date. I mean, how many people do you think are just going to be like, oh man, look at this brand new console that comes out in like a month. Better start saving. Like, nobody's going to have like $450 like instantly saved up by then. So I highly doubt that Sony will reveal this thing anytime soon. My guess is that it's either going to be coming out early 2017 or most likely holiday 2017, going up against the Xbox One Scorpio. So there you guys go. Tell me what you guys think of these rumors and stuff in the comments down below. And what do you think of the PlayStation 4 Neo now being weaker than the Xbox One Scorpio? What do you think of that? That Xbox One is going to be more powerful now than PlayStation 4? Tell me in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.